Girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be healing. I can be real good. We don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.
Beyoncé stands strong. Family first amid Jay-Z's allegations. In this video, we delve into the recent allegations against Jay-Z, who has been accused of a serious crime dating back to 2000. Despite the gravity of the situation, Beyoncé has chosen to stand by her husband, as demonstrated by their recent public appearance at the Mufasa, the Lion King premiere. We explore the implications of these allegations, the couple's response, and what this means for their family and public image. Join us for an in depth analysis of this unfolding story. All right, listen here. I want to thank you all so much for coming out this evening. What we are going to do is jump right on into the case. Okay, listen here. The case is definitely out. I do want to share this with you all. Let's see. So I'll bring this up. This is just fair use commentary. I want to just give you guys a. Okay, so this was filed on 12 the 8th. And then I'm going to jump out of here. And then I'm going to pull up another document. So we're going to read the most updated one. Okay, so this is 12/8 as well. Okay, I'm thinking that these are the same one. All right, just give me 1 second. How are you all doing tonight? What are your thoughts on the Carters and the headlines? What are your thoughts? Okay. Let's see. There was, being that we are still, okay, so here's a latest right here. So I'm going to bring up this article right quick and then we could just share it and watch together. You guys can just kind of follow along with me and I'll read it. Let's see. So the title says, What We Know About the Lawsuit Accusing Jay-Z of Raping a Teen with Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October against Sean Diddy Combs, was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z as a defendant. And the source is going to be NBC News. This is where we're getting this information from. And this was posted on December the 9th, 2024 at 7:36 p.m. Central Standard Time. It was updated December the 10th of 2024 at 3:38 p.m. Central Standard Time. A rapper and entrepreneur, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of raping a teenage girl after an awards show more than 2 decades ago, along with Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop mogul, facing federal as trafficking charges and a wave of lawsuits alleging SA. The plaintiff in Sunday's suit said she was 13 at the time of the alleged according to the complaint, which was filed in federal court in New York's Southern District. Carter denied the allegations Sunday, calling them idiotic in a statement. Combs' legal team dismissed the suit as a shameless publicity stunt. Here's what we know about the litigation. What are the allegations against Carter? The lawsuit was originally filed in October against Combs, and it was amended Sunday to include Carter as a defendant. The plaintiff, who is identified as Jane Doe in the suit, says she met the men after the MTV Music Video Awards at Radio City Music Hall in Manhattan in 2000. She'd been trying to get into the event or to go to an after party, but did not have a ticket, and she began approaching limousine drivers outside, according to the suit. So this photo right here is Jay-Z and Sean Combs attended Puffy's 4th of July party at Sean Combs' house in East Hampton, New York on July the 2nd of 2000. Mhm. And that is Patrick McCullough via Getty Images. Credit him. All right. One of the drivers said he worked for Combs and told her she fit what Diddy was looking for. The suit alleges after the driver took to her Oh, after the driver took oh, to her an after party, the plaintiff says she was told to sign what she believed was a non disclosure agreement and given a drink that made her woozy, the suit alleges. The plaintiff laid down in a room, the lawsuit says, and Combs and Carter entered. Carter removed her clothes, according to the suit, and raped her while Combs and a female celebrity who was not named in the document watched. It says Combs tried to force the plaintiff to perform oral acts, but she hit him in the neck and he stopped, the suit alleges. She grabbed her clothes, ran to a gas station, and called her father. It says, what does Carter say about the suit? In a statement, Carter said the lawyer who filed the suit had made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, will believe the idiotic claim you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable, he added. Carter described a pre litigation demand letter from the lawyer who filed the suit as an effort to blackmail him into settling. Attorney Tony Busby said his client had sought only confidential mediation and did not demand any money. In response to the letter, Busby said in the amended complaint that Carter orchestrated a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiff lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z. On Monday, a lawyer for Carter asked a judge to either deny a request to allow the plaintiff to remain anonymous or dismiss the case. Carter's lawyer asked for an expedited hearing, which has not been scheduled. The lawyer Alex Spiro said the plaintiff's decision to sue anonymously was inconsistent with a genuine effort to determine the truth or falsity of the allegations, as opposed to an effort to procure a quick extortionate settlement. Oh, right. How are Carter and Combs linked? Both men rose to fame in the 1990s hip hop scene in New York. with Combs founding Bad Boy Records and helping launch the career of the notorious B.I.G., and Carter helping found Rockefeller Records and releasing his debut album in 1996. They appeared on each other's music and went on to become well known and wealthy entrepreneurs whose business ventures went far beyond hip hop. Carter founded the entertainment company Rock Nation in 2008. Forbes has estimated his wealth at 2.5 billion. Much of Diddy's wealth in recent years came from a partnership with a vodka brand, according to Forbes. What are the allegations against Combs? Combs, 55, was arrested in September with what federal authorities described as a years long scheme to SA and exploit women. He was charged with a racketeering conspiracy as trafficking and transportation for purposes of prostitution, and federal prosecutors said. Prosecutors in New York Southern District Court, oh, Prosecutors in New York Southern District accused Combs of coercing and forcing women into elaborate drug-fueled breakoffs with male S workers that he arranged, directed, and recorded. Combs has also been named as a defendant in lawsuits Busby filed on behalf of more than 100 accusers from across the U.S. Combs, who is being held at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center without bail, pleaded not guilty to the federal charges, and his lawyers have denied the allegations in the lawsuit. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process, his legal representatives said in a statement Sunday. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never S.A.'d or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. All right, what are your thoughts, Royals? Royals, what are your thoughts? Let me know. Hey, Wani, how are you? What are your thoughts? We have to read through, we have to get a clear understanding of kind of what's going on, what's being put out, and not really having any judgment because everybody is innocent until proven guilty. You know, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But, when you talk about current day and social media, like everything is kind of like at the tip of your fingers, you know? And so I wanted to get on over to X. I want to get on over to X. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. And I want to check out and see what's buzzing on Twitter. I'm at X. Well, today is Wednesday, December the 11th. The current time is 4:02 a.m. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, so let's go into Mr. Carter's tweets. Um, Listen, then listen again to make sure you got the point. Hove did, and so did the reporter. Okay, so my only goal is to make the real ones feel seen. Forgive me, that's my passion talking. Huh? Uh. Okay, so let's get into it. Shout out to Jack Bitcoin Academy. Oh, okay. Thanks to the teams at Blog, Sean Carter SF, and Educators Group. Okay. Our main argument is his hate for Volume 1. He's embarrassed for trying to make a monster and not putting numbers up, but a lot of this. Agreed, Mercer. Oh, watch, get into this. Okay, so, but a lot of this RP contains his best moments. Agree more so. I know what could have been. So it haunts me. Streets is watching was the first song made. So he hasn't really posted in a while. So thank you to everyone in that video package. I'm definitely gonna cry in the car. I said from the beginning that Tidal was about more than just streaming music, and 6 years later, it has remained a platform that supports artists at every point in their careers. Artists deserve better tools to assist them in their creativity, in their creative journey. Okay, so let's see what's trending on Twitter. Um, what happened was this trending at number 5. We're gonna have to get into that and review it, y'all. We're gonna have to get into that and review it. I don't care if we have to. Actually, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to. I need to get on over here to Twitch. Let's see. Okay, I need to go over here to Twitch, and I need you all to please subscribe to my Twitch because I'm going to be going live right after this live. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, we have 27 followers over here. If we can get you all to come over here and subscribe, that'll be amazing. That would really be amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat. If you all could just click it and give me a like. Because I'll be going live and I can actually do live broadcast on Twitch. So we can watch shows, we can watch videos. Um, there's just so much that we can do over there. I'm great, and I think he should have skipped that premiere. I believe so too. I believe so too. I believe he should have skipped the premiere. Blue Ivy looks so uncomfortable on there. Let me go ahead and bring this up. All right. Okay.
Say hi.
Oh, y'all get into this. Okay, so this was on December the 9th, which was 2 days ago. Beyonce and Blue Ivy looked flawless at the Mufasa premiere. All right, let's go ahead and bring this up. I didn't see this one. I don't think we saw this one, y'all. All right, let me take the comment down so we all can see it. You all, please make sure you get on over and follow me on Twitch. Please, please, please. I'm Queen Tulsa on Twitch. All right. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right up into it.
Hi, Beyonce.
Look at Tina. Miss Tina just ran right past the camera, didn't she? Look at Miss Tina. She got her mask on. So in other words, I don't need y'all all up in my face. It's too much going on, you know. So she was the stylist. She was mom. She was grandma. So that's actually 3 generations at this premiere. I don't know if y'all caught that, but that's 3 generations at this premiere. Okay. You said Wani said they should have taken Rumi and Sir instead of him. It is a kids movie after all, right? It should have been a kids movie. It should have been a kids. Daddy stay at home. Mama's just gonna go out here and work it. Dad's not feeling good. Daddy is gonna sit home and get some rest, or daddy's gonna be home, talking to these attorneys and, kind of staying up to date on all of the misinformation that could possibly come out. He's got bigger fish to fry. I totally agree. Let's go.
Hi, Beyonce. Hi.
You know what? I gotta get back into that dress. I've been on this dress. I want that dress. It's giving like a mermaid. You get what I'm saying? It's like that mermaid. Oh my goodness. And see how far that split goes up? Yeah, that split. That split is very risky. Hold on, let's see. That is a very risky split. All right, y'all, hold on. Yo, hold on. I love the details. See, I like that. I could squeeze up in that. I would love to. Oh, you know what? It's not about me. I'm doing other research purposes. So I wonder why Jay-Z didn't get in the picture. I wonder why Jay-Z didn't get in the picture. He was there. Why didn't he get in the Why didn't he get in the picture? I'm just a little curious. It was a family affair. It's a family affair. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I do too, but to be honest, I wanted Blue to smile. I really did, but I felt like it was a lot of pressure on her. I do. I do. I feel like it was a lot of pressure on her. I do. I feel like it was a lot of pressure on Blue. Everyone outside the US knows Beyonce. She's been in the game for over 25 years and has been number one for all those years. But you prefer to lie because you're angry that your fave isn't up to her level. She's the first artist I've seen shine even brighter during her cancel period. I mean, she is a Virgo. I mean, she is a Virgo. She is a Virgo. And Virgos are very fun. Well, the ones that I've, been around, they're very fun. They love to dress. They love to, be they love if they're entertained. And if they are in entertainment, they can definitely entertain. Um, Wani says that Split is trying to take our attention away from Jay. She ain't fooling me. I know. And it was like, oh my God, the details in that dress, honey. Oh, get into that look. She knows how to steal a look, doesn't she? Uh-huh. There's a pic with him and there's a pic with him and Tina with them. Oh, I'm gonna have to get it. Uh there you go. It all makes sense now. Uh-huh. Get into it. There we go. Here, let's go ahead and scroll down and see what else we can get up in. It's unfortunate for a lot of y'all to see successful Black family creating generations of success the right way. I'll never understand it and will never respect it. Get into it. Just Beyonce being somebody's mama. Okay, so let's take a listen.
And well, you are, girl. You are. Saying Blue, as we're here today recording The Lion King.
Don't stare at me.
I can't help it. He's just too beautiful, girl. I'll be right here closing my eyes.
If I told my younger self that I was in a movie, I'd never believe myself. And
well, you are, girl. You are. Saying Blue as
She said if she told her younger self, how old is she? How old is she?
Kiara, and hearing her voice come out of that character.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second, because I'm still I can't believe that's my baby. Oh, that's so amazing. It was really hard to focus and to do my job after that. So I was like, wait, hold up, guys. Y'all got to give me a second. I have to digest that. I'm so proud of her. Somebody wants to join.
Oh,
It's just a really amazing experience, and I feel like
oh. Okay, maybe I should have muted that. But okay, so we'll just focus on okay, so she looks very comfortable in this scene right here. So let's get into this. Let's get into this scene. I'm gonna focus on this. So the chemistry between her and her mom. She looks very comfortable. She looks happy. I feel like, I think it's every girl's dream to be um, you know, smart, educated, you know, and showcase their talents and have somebody believe in them at the end of the day. You know, all right, here, I don't know why I paused it. Like the music is going, but just their chemistry, in the studio. So it's like, no child left behind. It's like, I'm going to pass this off to my child. I'm definitely going to set her up to where she will be able to support herself. I'm going to be able to give her all the nicks and knacks that, she could pass off to her offspring, her generation. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. And then baby girl comes in. Oh, so everybody was on standby. Everybody was there. Hopefully, all the kids were there. I want to know, like, was it really hard for her to kind of like remember her lines, or did she just kind of pick it up real quick? And like, as far as like the vocals and stuff like that. I wonder, would they do like a Blue Ivy documentary? Oh, she doesn't look like she's a hugger. Look, she doesn't. Blue doesn't look like she's a hugger. You know, she doesn't look like she's really a hugger. You know, how teens are like, oh, I'm just too big for mom to like, oh, give me a little kiss on my cheek. I mean, we've all been there. I think she's probably like in the element, but she's walking. I mean, she's doing her thing. World Stop Beyonce has arrived to the Met Gala, child. Okay. Let's see, December the 9th. And so we got that. That dress was everything. And we see that once again. Okay, so let's go to media. Um, oh, okay. Oh, y'all get up into this. Y'all get up into this. Yeah, she is wise beyond her years. And you know what? I think that because like just the amount of resources that they have, I mean, child, she was coming out the womb reading and all of those things, like everything was when you talk about a silver spoon, okay? Hey Norris, Tony, how you doing? We're going over this Beyonce, standing strong. And then we're going to go ahead and read over this lawsuit, but giving you guys, a visual of her, still keeping the family together, still being a glue to that wig. Y'all think Jay-Z was nervous? Do y'all think he was nervous on that carpet? Do y'all think that Maybe I should ask that question. Wani11 says he should have stood on the other side of Blue. He's hiding behind Bay. Get that part. That's what I'm saying. He should have been over there on the other side. He should have been there. One parent on each side. One parent on each side. Well, you notice Beyonce, she doesn't really look to this side. They're like, she's like, dude, just face forward. Hold on, y'all. Let's take this back. Face forward. Stop looking to the side. He's trying to see who's recording. He's trying to see who's recording. And guess what? As soon as he looked to the side, that person zoomed right on in on him. Look. Y'all think the person that zoomed in on him, he knew? He was praying nobody would shout out anything. Wow. Okay, so I want to get into that one more time and then I'm going to leave it alone. He acknowledged, he looked over and seen a photographer or whomever. They are close, or it appears that way. Look, you see how he threw the hands up? See, he nervous. He can't keep his hands together. Look. Baby, he looked like he about to take off running. He looked like he was about to take off running. He ain't. Yeah, he should have stayed at home. Jay, you should have stayed home. You should have stayed home. Oh, look at that dress. Oh my goodness, that dress is everything. Her dress was everything, honey. Oh, y'all, get up into this.
Wilshire Boulevard.
That's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I come out here to the deck. Tell me why they got me in the same place as Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro. That's crazy. Beyonce over here vibing. Jay-Z looking like the lame that he is right now.
Oh.
And you already know I'm about to pop out on him. And I thought they was about to walk out on this side. They walking that way though. Hey, Jay-Z! I ain't talking to you, homie. I'm talking to Jay-Z. Don't try to get tough, bro. Get a hard knock life ass whooping.
All right. What do y'all think about this, y'all? Listen here. Are y'all still here with me? Let me know if you're still here with me. Let's see. Yes, child. Listen. Let's get into it. Look, let's get into it. I want to play this back one more time.
Wilshire Boulevard. I come out here to the deck. Tell me why they got me in the same place as Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro.
What y'all think Beyonce was listening to? What y'all think she was over there listening to?
Wilshire Boulevard. I come out here to the deck. Tell me why they got me in the same place as Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro. That's crazy. Beyonce over here vibing. Jay-Z looking like the lame that he is right now. And you already know I'm about to pop out on him. And I thought they was about to walk out on this side. They walking that way though. Hey Jay Z, I ain't talking to you, homie. I'm talking to Jay Z. Don't try to get tough, bro.
All right, child. That's child. They got a lot going on here. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, okay. So they did take a photo. That's a cute photo. Hmm. Girl, why did I think that was Jay Z? All right, child. Let's go ahead and get up into this lawsuit, child. I want to read through it. All right, let's go. Okay, so the plaintiff is Jane Doe versus Sean Combs, Bad Boys in House, and then you got Sean Carter. Plaintiff Jane Doe, plaintiff by and through her attorneys, the Busby Law Firm, for her complaint alleges as follows. One, defendant Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay Z, rugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes um, he is above the law. He is not. His close friend Sean Carter has been with Combs during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. For decades, defendant Combs abused, molested, raped, assaulted, threatened, and coerced women, minors, and others for sexual gratification to assert dominance and to conceal his ad- aberrant conduct. He accomplished these acts by and through a criminal enterprise built on his success as a rapper, record producer, and record executive. Combs is one of the most wealthiest musical artists in the world, behind the facade of being a three-time Grammy Award winner, discovering and developing multiple famous musical artists, and ranking on Forbes' list of the highest paid entertainers in the world. There existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, as trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and prostitution. Combs is a menace to society, women, and children. While his wealth has kept him above consequence for years, Combs now faces the awesome power of the American judicial system and ultimately a jury of his peers who will be asked to punish him for his deplorable conduct described herein. Combs businesses. Combs' business enterprise is central to the pervasive acts of SA and abuse committed by him during the last decades. Combs operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Books Holdings, and Bad Boy Records LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, Bad Boy Productions LLC, Daddy's House Recording Studio Inc., and CEOPCO LLC, DBA Combs Global, FKA Combs Enterprises LLC, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global. Collectively, the Combs business corporate entities in the Combs business portfolio included record labels and portfolio included record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits promoting business, a marketing agency, talent discovery, a television network, and media company. Okay, so this is pretty much outlining everything that he has going on, right? Let's get into it. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. On the surface, each of these businesses served a legitimate purpose related to entertainment, music, and other subjects. Hey, y'all, hold on one second. I got coffee on. I have coffee on. I'm in the kitchen. I'm camping out in the kitchen tonight. Hold on one second. Chanel, what are you doing? Chanel, what are you doing? I gotta give you 1 second. Chanel got out, child. All right, let me put her down and make my coffee. Jeez. Okay, y'all, I'm back. And make sure y'all get your mugs. Get your mugs. Get your mugs. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna have to make a mug with this gavel on it. So when we go over court documents, we can get our court mugs out. Okay, let's get back into it. All right. Oh, okay. Here, maybe I should put myself like right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll just start over. Um, it says on the surface, each of these businesses serve as a legitimate purpose related to entertainment, music, and other subjects, but in reality, Combs, by and through himself and his agents, employees, and contractors, use these businesses to abuse, threaten, and coerce hundreds of individuals through quid pro quo schemes, as well as to take advantage of individuals with impunity, thinking the victims would never have any recourse. Combs and his agents, employees, and contractors through these Combs businesses would tell victims this is what it takes to become, this is what it takes to be famous. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to become a star? And perform this S act or else in exchange for the victim performing a non-consensual S act for the gratification of Combs and his cohort. Members and associates of the Combs business engaged in and or attempted to engage in, among other activities, as trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. So, see, this is when it got to arson, Kid Cudi's car immediately popped up in my head. Anywho, let's keep going. Um, okay, there we go. So it says the Combs business constituted an ongoing organization whose members functioned as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of Combs. Combs' pervasive history of SA and violence. For years, Combs and his businesses engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women, men, and minors. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated both men and women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of S activity. with both commercial S workers and unsuspecting partygoers. Combs ensured participation from these individuals by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them with or without their knowledge, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation, violence, and illicit drugs. Combs particularly but fancied the use of the popular date grape rug rofinol or GHB to commit heinous non-consensual acts of SV as violence and grape onto countless victims. All right, so yeah, let's take a pause right there. Okay, let's see. Maybe that's why he changed his name so many times. He was trying to separate himself from himself. Uh-huh. And see, this is the thing. Um, Not even that when I think about the name changing and stuff like that. Because like what if he encountered them again and they're like, oh my God, your name is no, my name is not that. This is my name. Y'all tell this person my name to make people feel like they're crazy. I don't know. Just in my head. Okay, so let's get into it. Combs often would secretly use the rug in an alcoholic beverage served at his parties. Partygoers were forced to consume the alcoholic beverage containing GHB, either prior to entering or while at Combs' party. There are also allegations of Combs dousing victims in lotions or similar body oils also laced with GHB so that rug will be absorbed through the victim's skin and make it easier to assault him or her. Further, it is well known that Combs had a practice of lacing water bottles with other substances such as Xanax and distributing them at his parties. Combs' recurrent and pervasive physical abuse took place for multiple decades. His tendencies of violence and SA were well known amongst his colleagues, employees, agents, and businesses. On numerous occasions, from at least in or about 1996 and continuing for the years, Combs assaulted women and men by striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Combs also assaulted children, both physically and sexually. In 1996, Combs was found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a POW. In 1999, he was arrested and charged with second degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with assaulting a record executive. Combs was arrested again the same year for his involvement in a powing at a club in New York. Another instance of violence occurred at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave his hotel room. When hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. We're on page number 5. Give me one moment. All right. In the past year, numerous civil complaints have been filed by plaintiffs who allege that they have been SA'd by Combs between 1991 and 2009. In November 2023, 3 lawsuits were filed against Combs under the New York Adult Survivors Act. Cassie Ventura and Artist signed to Bad Boys sued Combs in New York for rape, physical abuse. She alleged Combs facilitated these acts by and through supplying Ms. Ventura with copious amounts of rugs and urging her to take them, beginning in 2006. Joy Dickerson Neal also sued Combs in New York, alleging Combs rugged her as aid her and secretly recorded the assault in 1991. Lisa Gardner, whom Combs met at an event hosted by a record label affiliated with Bad Boys, sued him for raping her and a friend in 1990 or 1991 when she was only 16. In December 2023, an anonymous plaintiff sued Combs in New York for rugging and gang raping her in 2003 when she was only 17 years old. This victim alleged that employees and business associates of Combs, through their affiliation with Bad Boy Enterprise, lured her to Combs' home, where Combs then raped her. In February 2024, Rodney Lil Rod Jones of Combs' former producers, one of Combs' former producers, sued Combs for forcing him to engage in unwanted S acts and S trafficking, among other allegations. Mr. Jones alleged that Combs regularly rugged others, including minors, by giving them rugs laced with ecstasy, MDMA, and other date grape rugs. Mr. Jones alleged that Combs, in fact, rugged him as well in order to commit acts of SA. In May 2024, former model Crystal McKinney and April Lampros sued Combs. Ms. McKinley alleged that Combs rugged and S8 her at his recording studio in 2003, mimicking what has now become a known pattern. Combs promised Ms. McKinley to help with her modeling career in exchange for engaging in S conduct with him. Ms. Lampros, an intern at Arista Records, which was an owner of Bad Boy, also sued Combs in May 2024 in New York County Supreme Court for raping her on multiple occasions, secretly filming these acts and showing the recordings to multiple people. Ms. Lampros also alleges that Combs ordered her to take rugs on one occasion before he raped her. In July 2024, former adult film star Adria English, who was employed by Combs as an entertainer at his infamous white parties that brought together the biggest names in the music and entertainment industries, sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for S trafficking, alleged that he required her to consume drinks laced with ecstasy and secretly recorded the S acts. In September 2024, singer-songwriter Dawn Angelique Richard also sued Combs. Richard was employed by Combs as part of the girl group Danity Kane, formed by Combs, and later as a key member of Combs' band Diddy Dirty Money. She sued Combs in New York for SA false imprisonment and for subjecting her to hostile work conditions due to her gender, including degrading comments and threats. Ms. Richard has alleged that Combs regularly supplied others, including minors, with copious amounts of drugs and alcohol and subjected them to S acts while they were sedated and or unconscious due to drugs and alcohol. Okay, so we're just on page 6. We have, let's see, 15 more pages to go. In September 2024, a federal grand jury in Manhattan indicted Combs and charged him with S trafficking, racketeering, and the creation of a criminal enterprise in which he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his S desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. See United States of America versus Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, Index number 24, Crim 542, Indictment S D and Y at 1. The indictment explains that Combs' abuse of women and minors was enabled and conspired with by the employees' resources and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associated engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. All right, are we still here? All right, Combs' long history of violence against women unevocably establishes that his actions are motivated by gender, both men and women. Combs has a profound contempt for women and a desire to dominate both minors and other men. His conduct shows a long-standing practice of denigrating, defeating, and attempting to humiliate men, women, and children. His practices and desires are different for men, women, and children, but his actions are hold on, unequivocally motivated by the victim's particular gender and age. And I'm going to read this, and I think that we could stop at what, page 7? Plaintiff's allegations herein substantially mirror Combs' prior conduct as established through criminal indictments and other lawsuits. Through this case, plaintiff seeks a full measure of justice from a man who thought his power, money, and influence rendered him untouchable. Plaintiff joins many other victims by filing this complaint in hopes their common voice makes it impossible for Combs to assault another person ever again. Defendant Carter is, like Combs, a wildly successful rapper and businessman. Carter and Combs have a long history together. Carter met and began collaborating musically with Combs in the 1990s. Combs and Carter rose together to the very top of the hip hop industry in the terms of fame and influence by the end of the decade. Combs and Carter were not simply occasional collaborators in the music industry. The two men developed a close friendship that has been well documented from the late 1990s to the present. Together, they attend countless music industry events for each other's business ventures, parties, and after parties. Indeed, the two are apparently so close that Combs stated in 2023 that Carter is the only person other than Combs' mother who is allowed to call him by his legal first name of Sean. All right, so we'll be starting up on page 8. I just want to, take it easy. Like I said, we just left off on page 8, 8 of 21. But this is a bit tough, and I want to give it to us in parts. So this will be part 1. Oops. Yeah, so this will be part 1. And remember that we will be picking up on page 8 out of 21. Okay? Page 8 of out of 21. So when I do part 2, I'm going to say part 2, 8 of 21. We got to give it to you in doses. We want to be mindful of the people that are watching, And like I said, this is just really heavy and children are involved. All right. So on that note, I want to thank you for coming by and listening. Until next time, so long. I have to drop you off in Queen.